Hello students, welcome back to Edupedia Word Videos. My name is Niyati Said and my topic for the presentation is 8th section of the chapter Transport in Plants. In this section of the video, we will be discussing about the complex permanent tissue. In my previous section of the presentation, I have already taught you about xylem, and herein in this video we will be discussing about the complex permanent tissue, and that is phloem. Phloem is a conducting tissue, just like xylem, students. So phloem is a complex permanent tissue which is specialized for conduction of food and other organic substances. Phloem, it is also a heterogeneous tissue which is made up of 4 different types of cellular elements, namely sieve tube element, as you can see, parenchyma cell, companion cell, and phloem fibers. Okay, and of these, sieve tube and companion cell, they are directly involved in the translocation of organic substances. Hence they are commonly described as essential elements. And phloem parenchyma cells and phloem fiber, they are, you can say, they have a supporting role in the process. That means they are described as associated elements since they play only a supporting role in the process. I hope it is clear to you now. So the sieve tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, they represent the living component of the tissue, while phloem fiber, it represents the only non-living component of the tissue. So phloem, which is a complex permanent tissue, it is described as a living complex permanent tissue. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the structure first. It consists of a column of a sieve tube and companion cell. So this is sieve tube and this is companion cell, okay, which is in close association with this sieve tube. So this companion cell, it has dense cytoplasm and it has a prominent nucleus. So this is the nucleus of a companion cell, which is closely associated with sieve tube. And this is the sieve plate, okay, that has perforations in it that allow movement of sugar molecules or sucrose from source to the sink. Okay, I'll be explaining you about the process in my next section of the presentation, but for the timing you should have an overview of the structure. Okay, so it has sieve plate and this is the sieve tube and this is companion cell which is in close association with sieve tube. Phloem properties, it transports water and food. Movement is in two-way, unlike xylem. Xylem, it has only one-way movement, but phloem, it transports water and food, that is movement is bidirectional. Okay, it is composed of sieve element cells which connect to form a tube, and it connects sieve cells that share a highly perforated sieve plate. See, this is the sieve plate which is highly perforated. That means it has pores in it that allows the movement of sugar molecules or sucrose from one place to another, and it is supported by your companion cell that help with loading and unloading. Loading and unloading, I'll be explaining you in detail in next section of the presentation. Okay, so movement of sap, it is mediated by hydrostatic pressure from xylem. Sieve tube, it has degenerate protoplasm in it. It has no vacuole, no nucleus, only presence of cytoplasm is there. Okay, so this is as you can see that it is a sieve tube member. It has only few organelles present in it. It has sieve plate that allows the movement in two-way direction. This is companion cell. This is companion cell which has many organelles, unlike sieve tube member which has few organelles. And this is the sieve plate which has pores in it, and this phloem sap, it moves in the bidirectional way. Okay, so phloem sap, which is mostly sugar or sucrose, so it passes vertically through pores in the wall between sieve tube member. Okay, I hope it is clear to you now. Let's see the zoom view of it. See, this is sieve tube, this is companion cell, which has prominent nucleus. This is sieve plate, which allows which has perforation and which allows the movement of sugar molecules, or which is also called as phloem sap, vertically through pores in the wall between sieve tube members. Okay, and it has cytoplasm in it. As you can see that sieve tube, it has degenerate protoplasm, but cytoplasm is there, no vacuole and no nucleus. Cytoplasm, it remains so that concentration gradient of manufactured food can be maintained. Okay, that's the reason why cytoplasm is retained. Now we'll talk about the companion cell, students. Companion cell, you can say that it is in close association with the sieve tube cell. Okay, companion cells are a type of a parenchyma cell, and it is found in the phloem cell of a plant, which is called as companion cell. And companion cell, they are type of parenchyma cell. Parenchyma cells, they are part of ground tissue of plants. The cell wall of these cells, they are typically thinner, very thinner. Okay, as you can see that it is very thin in nature than most other cell walls, and these cells, they make up the majority of the plant body. In the phloem, sugar and other organic compounds that are transported are done so through tubes which are connected in chain, which is called as sieve tube members. So these are sieve tube members, and this is companion cell. Okay, so these, they have pore in them that allow material to flow through them, right? And alongside the sieve tube member is a companion cell. See, this is the companion cell, which is alongside the sieve tube member. They are connected to the sieve tube member through plasmodesmata. So these two cells, they are connected with each other through plasmodesmata. Okay, and the plasmodesmata, they are interconnected tunnels. Okay, through the cell wall of a plant, and this allows cell to share cytosol or as well as sugar and other materials. This would work in with our idea of a phloem, as the companion cell could share the sugar transported by phloem, specifically the sieve tube member. So the reason for the connection between sieve tube member and companion cell is, as stated earlier, the plasmodesmata, it allows material to flow between these two cells. Okay, the sieve tube member, which is this, okay, they are alive, yet they lack organelles like the nucleus or ribosomes. So due to the lacking of certain organelles, the cell need to rely on organelles from companion cell, which is this, which has many organelles present, unlike sieve tube member. Okay, so without the companion cell, students, the sieve tube member would die, and thus it ceases phloem function, and thereby killing the whole plant, entire plant body. So I hope it is clear to you now that the companion cell is highly significant for sieve tube member, because companion cell, it carry out all the metabolic functions of sieve tube member, and without companion cell, the sieve tube member would die, and it will thus cease phloem function and thereby killing the plant. Okay, narrow, thin wall with abundance of cytoplasm and a nucleus. See, as you can see that it has a prominent nucleus, right? See, this is sieve tube cell, this is companion cell, which is in close association with each other. And companion cell, they are very narrow, as you can see, in comparison to sieve tube cell, it is very narrow, and it has abundance of cytoplasm in it and a prominent nucleus, which is this. Okay, now what's the function of companion cell, students? Obviously, function is to keep the sieve tube alive, and it contains many mitochondria. Okay, because it has to carry out all the metabolic activities, that's the reason it has many mitochondria. Okay, I hope it is clear to you now. So you can say that companion cell, they are more or less spindle shaped cells, as you can see, which are associated with sieve tube cell, which is this, and each companion cell is found attached to any one lateral surface of a sieve cell, and the companion cell and the neighboring sieve cell. Together they represent a pair of sister cells. So this is pair of sister cell. This is the longitudinal section and this is the transverse section. So it is representing a pair of sister cell. The companion cell, it has general or granular cytoplasm. Okay, I repeat, companion cell, it has granular cytoplasm, a prominent nuclei, which is this, and one or two small vacuoles. The nucleus of the companion cell is said to be capable of exerting its influence on adjacent sieve cell. Okay, I hope it is clear to you now. So the function of companion cell is to provide nutrient to keep the sieve tube alive, and it contains many mitochondria so that it provides energy for translocation of sugar molecules or sucrose. Now we'll talk about the development of sieve tubes and companion cells, students. See, this is sieve tube, this is plasmodesmata, okay, and this is the companion cell, this is sieve tube member. This is young sieve tube element, this is companion cell. This is tonoplast, which is a outer membrane of a vacuole, so this is vacuole. And plasmodesmata are these which are present at the pore side, that's surrounded by callose platelets. That means each pore is surrounded by a material which is called as callose. So as the phloem progresses, or you can say as the phloem ages, callose platelets they form more and more. Okay, so plasmodesmata at pore site, which is surrounded by callose platelets, and it has P protein body, which is a unique characteristic of phloem, which I'll be explaining you in detail in my next section of the presentation. And this is the degenerating nucleus, which is present in sieve tube element, and this is the companion cell, which has a prominent nucleus, and it has dispersing P protein bodies. And finally this degenerated nucleus and dispersing P protein bodies just move out from these open pores and it becomes empty, but it has cytoplasm in it. Okay, but no nucleus, no P protein bodies. Okay, I hope it is clear to you now. And these P protein bodies, they just adhere to the walls. As you can see that this is the P protein body, and in later stages of development it just gets adhered with the walls of a sieve tube member like this, as you can see. Okay, phloem. Phloem is also called as bast, leptome. Okay, I repeat, phloem is also called as bast tissue in plants that conduct food made in the leaves to all other parts of a plant body. And phloem is composed of various specialized cells. I just taught you that sieve tube, companion cell, phloem fiber, and phloem parenchyma. Okay, so it conducts prepared organic food material to different parts of a plant body. See, students, in plants there are two main type of vascular tissues, right, that help the plant get water and nutrients. Xylem, it makes sure water gets around the plant from root, and then phloem comes, it helps the transport sugar and other essential products. Okay, and phloem works to take the products of photosynthesis, that is sugar, away from leaf to and transport it around the plant body, specifically to the root and other places in the plant where there is no photosynthesis present. This is basically the plant way of making sure that no non-green portion of a plant, such as roots, they receive food from leafy green portion. Okay, so phloem, it plays a very important role. So there are four types of cells. First is sieve cell or sieve tube cell. So this is sieve cell, which has pores in it or perforations in it. This is companion cell, which is in close association with the sieve tube member. This is phloem fiber, and this is phloem parenchyma. So it is the function that makes the phloem so absolutely essential to the plant. If you can picture the leaf as stomach of the plant, and phloem would be the bloodstream of a plant. You eat the food, it digests in your stomach, just like sugar digests in the leaf, and it gets transported for use as an energy source in your body. Like phloem transports sugar all around the non-green parts of a plant body. So these are the four types of a phloem cells. Sieve tube cell, which is this. Then comes companion cell, which is this, which is represented by this green color and which has prominent nuclei in it. Then comes phloem fiber. So these purple ones are phloem fibers, which are dead in nature, and these cells, they are parenchyma cells, phloem parenchyma cells, which are living. So this is the transverse section of a phloem. Now, sieve cells. We have already studied about the sieve tube members, but sieve tube members and sieve cells, they are same, but sieve cells, they are found in gymnosperms and pteridophytes, whereas sieve tube cells, they are found in angiosperms. It's a unique characteristic of angiosperms. Okay, so phloem will talk about the sieve cell. Students, see, this is the sieve tube element, this is entire sieve tube element, this is companion cell, this is the lateral sieve area, and this is sieve tube plate which has pores in it, and this is elongated tubular cell which has tapering ends, as you can see. So this is the main food conducting tissue in pteridophytes and in gymnosperms, but it is not found in angiosperms. I repeat, sieve cell, it is only found in pteridophytes and gymnosperms and not in angiosperms. But in angiosperms, sieve tube element is found, okay, which is this. Okay, sieve tube element, we'll talk about it. See, this is sieve tube element, this is sieve plate, and this is what it is, companion cell. It is elongated tubular conducting channel. They have sieve plate in it at their end walls, so this has perforation in it. Sieve tubes, they are associated with companion cell, which is this, which has prominent nuclei. So this is the nuclei of a companion cell. And sieve tubes, they are characteristic features of angiosperms, and it is not found in gymnosperms and pteridophytes. Okay, phloem fiber, we'll talk about the phloem fiber, students. Phloem fiber, it is dead cell. Okay, they are represented by dead sclerenchyma fibers that are found in between sieve tube, and they are meant only for providing mechanical support. Okay, and what is phloem parenchyma? Phloem parenchyma, it is represented by, see, this is phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma is represented by a group of living parenchyma cells that are found in between the sieve tube. They are meant only for storage of organic food. Okay, so this is phloem fiber, which is sclerenchymatous elongated cells, or you can say that they are represented by dead sclerenchyma fibers that are found in between sieve tube. They are highly lignified, that means it has lignin deposition with simple pits or pores, and it provides mechanical support to the plant body, and it is used for making ropes and rough clothes. Okay, then comes phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma, it is represented by a group of living parenchyma cells that are found in between the sieve tubes, and they are only meant for storage of organic food. Okay, so they are parenchyma cells. They are absent in monocots, please note that. They store food and it also transports food material. Okay, so this was all about it. In my next section of the presentation, I'll be explaining you about the phloem and its cell types in detail and types of phloem too. Okay, so till then, stay tuned and keep watching Edupedia Word videos. Thank you.